Oh, okay, that's hot enough.
Good evening, everyone. This is Lawfully Armed, hosting your Tactical Muffin Top Christmas Takeover chat. Tonight I am joined by Justin B. and Pat Riot. Good evening, gentlemen.
I'm gonna mute myself for the
Hey,
first
yo.
5 minutes because I'm drunk.
Justin Bieber.
Well, there you go. We know how Justin's doing tonight. Pat, what are you up to?
Just got back after visiting abroad.
Excellent. You want to discuss that more or no? I won't. I won't prod for the
no.
public if you don't.
We had planned to go down through Virginia and look around pretty much Twins part of North Carolina to see if we were interested in anything over that way. And I came to the decision on my way down there, like Virginia politics just went completely liberal. So why the hell am I looking for land in Virginia? That would be stupid. They'll probably throw me in jail. They'll be like, "Oh, you want a concealed carry permit? You must be a criminal. You're going to jail."
Yeah, so much of that sic semper tyrannis.
Yeah. So I pretty much I love Virginia. Like, I found properties that are cheap and beautiful, but I pretty much ruled Virginia out, and I pretty much ruled out North Carolina. I just not happy down there. But since we're going down that way anyway, we went down and visited with Twin Arrows, and this kind of fits a little bit into the subject you wanted to come up with, is checking on your homies.
So did y'all film any content while you were there? I saw some still images, some gooning.
No, we took one picture because I wasn't sure how like public we were going to be about it. And then he was like, "You want to post? Can I post this picture we took?" And I was like, yeah, I guess so." It would have been a good idea, but I've never driven so far just to sight in a rifle in my entire life.
Oh, so you sighted in all your stuff?
No, just the one. I only took one rifle with me down there, and Twin took me back in his woods. He's got a pretty big parcel behind him that he has permission to use. So we went back there, and I needed to sight in a rifle, so we did that. Did some rucking around and some learning. I learned things about my sling situation that I didn't love, and went down there and checked on a homie. And we brought back a little Christmas cheer. We decided to adopt one of his puppies.
Ruh-roh.
Which one did you adopt?
He calls him Danger Ranger or Ranger. I think it's the only boy from his second to last litter.
Right on.
Unfortunately, the latest litter, they weren't born very healthy, so
that's a shame.
None of them made it. So they got one less mouth to feed, and my wife is happy. I don't know about my other dogs. We'll see if they're happy or not.
I don't know about Danger Ranger though. Yeah, nothing appropriate to say there. But speaking of checking up on your homies, how are you guys doing? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
I saw Lockley out there, Old Man Butt Wrinkles, Carolina.
Yep.
What's up, brothers?
Crash and Kev. Good evening, Miss Carolina. I enjoyed watching you make fudge last night.
I think Crash and Kev was the sole watcher of that live that we didn't go live.
Yeah.
After you had to actually get up and get ready for work, I actually did go live for a little bit.
Yep.
And I think he was my sole participant.
Yeah, when he's free, he is loyal.
I think he was actually working. I don't know. I kind of remember him saying something about working.
Well, I mean, free to be on the internet.
Ah,
I mean,
That's like
free,
when
free to
people
be on the
go
internet is
live.
subjective.
When I'm at work and people go live, if I can, I try to turn it on and then turn the volume off and just plug my phone in. And as I pass by, I poke at it. But normally, the ones during the daytime, I can't listen to them like TMT does them. Or here lately, Grit and Grace has been doing her premieres about 5 o'clock my time. And so unless it's just dead, I can't actually watch. I just try and help get the watch hours up. Got Lexus from Sweden. Good evening. Yep. So tonight's topic, now that we've got some folks rolled in here,
Before you get into the topic, real quick, it's not free to be on the internet. Putting your opinion out there is kind of a thing.
all right. Well, that's what you might call your opinion.
man.
It's like your opinion, man.
Yeah. Crush Kev, I've been on light duty at work. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose normally that has negative connotations, but hope whatever it is, it turns out for the best.
Well, light duty at work means you're probably injured, but not enough to where you can't work. So couldn't be that bad. Of course, he probably proved me wrong, but
So the subject for tonight, we're checking on everybody's well-being. Just some mental health reminders and emotional health reminders and physical health reminders. It's that time of year now where cold and flu season's on the rise for the babies. RSV's going wild. I'm sure some places probably got croup and whatnot. So as you're traveling and gathering with your loved ones and family and whatnot, try and be aware of washing hands, covering your cough. And I know this is all common sense stuff, but it's worth reiterating. Don't If it's not your baby, especially the newborn babies, the real littles. If it's not your larva, don't be kissing and smooching on the babies. What up, ground bird? If you haven't already, might bump up your vitamin C intake. Supplement that. This is your 24-hour notice. Like, kind of make consideration for all that. Take consideration for it. Have your day or two, of eating and being merry, and then get back on it. If you're watching your diet or you're diabetic or whatever, just in general, reducing or eliminating sugar goes a long way for a lot of illnesses, cancer, etc. Justin, I know he had some banger ideas to hit on the mental health side of things, so I'll go ahead and let him talk. Justin.
Justin.
Hola,
Okay, never.
I'm here. It's not 10 minutes yet, and I got a lot of stuff to say.
Okay, you're gonna drop some expletives or something. I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait for that 10-minute mark.
Maybe think of how you want to pose it and mild it down just a little or whatever.
Oh, for the topic?
I mean, you can talk about what you want to talk about. I'm just saying, like.
Well, I was honestly like, I can't do two things at once. So, like, I was just kind of ignoring what was going on, waiting for the 10-minute mark. So, I don't know what you were just talking about, but I can talk about the topic.
Yeah, I was talking about the ideas that you had. Your the mental health
Well,
aspect.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind, and like I brought this up last week, was in a different chat, was, what did they say? The 22 a day,
Yeah, for veterans.
Yeah, be there,
Self-delete.
Reach out to a vet. You never know what's going on in the back of their head. Not everybody's seeing crazy things, not every, or anything like that. But I mean, like, I know You know, they gave me a special pin for like joining during a time of war or whatever. It's like, even though I've never really seen anything too crazy, it's, you know, like it's still
You got
something that lives there. Fucking, you know, look, ooh, I made that just in time. Um, you know, like how many years later, you know?
that
Um,
cheeseburger medal.
yeah, the little red one or what, red and yellow stripe one. Yeah, cheeseburger. Yeah, that makes sense. The medium rare, medium rare metal. By the way, I got sharpshooter. By the way, I got sharpshooter. Um, Shameless plug there. There's in that, and there, you know, your older folks, like, you know, I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't talk to grandma or grandpa or whatever, you know, every week. Like, I make it a point that you know, I FaceTime with my kids to my grandma, you know, every other day at least, if not 3 times a week. But you know, you even if they're surrounded by family and stuff, the fact that you call from not being active in their life every single day, that can make a very, very big difference in their mental outlook on life. Just because
For
of the
sure.
fact that you're not there all the time. You know, I'm
Yep.
not, and that's not diminishing the people that are active in their life daily or weekly or live there or whatever. You know, and go out to Sunday lunch. You know, once a month or whatever. It's not taken away from that, but it's just a different dynamic, and it can mean something. And we don't do this stuff for us. We do it for other people. You know, and I like to think that's where it comes from a prepper aspect is, you know, we're hedging against something else. So, which is a very, I mean, I don't want to say it's a selfless act, but it is. And so we're all good people by nature. So utilize that good nature.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
I
guess
agree.
that's all I got to say about that right there.
Check on your veteran friends. That's good.
It's important, man. Like you never know what's going through these guys' heads, guys, gals, whatever. You never know.
There's
And
this
that'd be
weird thing. There's this weird thing that have you ever had someone just pop into your head for no
hmm
reason at all? Like you haven't seen them in a little while. You
Don't
haven't
ignore
talked
it.
to them.
Yep, don't ignore
There,
it.
a person pops into your head for no reason at all. If you like, try and make the time to call that person because that's someone reaching out. I'll never forget. There's some famous veterans interview. It was, I think it was on Sean Ryan probably, and he was like, he had just talked to a coworker or something, and she had this weird feeling, and she kind of brushed it off. But then she listened to herself and called him back like 15 minutes later. This man was in his car with his gun to his head, about to do the deed. And then she called and asked him a question, something about work, and got his mind right for, just long enough to stop that from happening.
hmm
So I've made it a point in my life like that. I don't know if it happens to everyone, but for some reason, you just start thinking about somebody. Like, if you got their phone number, call them up because what's you don't know why, but it's a nudge. Like that joke I told a long time ago. The guy that was his boat sank in the storm, and he prayed to God to save him. And a boat comes along, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, come here. I'm here to help." And he goes, "No thanks. God will save me." And this happens like 2 or 3 more times. He dies and drowns, and he goes to heaven, and he says, "God, why didn't you save me?" He says, "What are you talking about? I sent 3 boats."
Yep.
Yep, and
Like
that's
you,
the reason why I'm afraid to pray for more patience, because you know what you're gonna get presented an opportunity to be patient. You're not gonna get exactly what you want, and that's like that's my devil. That's my devil, man. Patience, and it's like I know I need more of it, but I'm afraid to ask for it because if I get put in a situation, it's like yeah. But I think that was Sean Ryan, and yeah, like don't ignore that little twinkle. Even me being on these chats right now, it's like this literally came at a good time that I'm not working a bunch and everything like that. So this is kind of my okay. oh, I got this to do tonight, so let's not be a dumbass. Something to look forward to, a sense of, obligation or being or whatever it is. But you never know.
I think you're both good friends.
What was that, Law?
I said I think you're both good friends.
I appreciate that.
I do too.
I'm thankful and grateful for having met you.
Well, it means a lot to hear that because it's not I actually give a shit about you too. So like it feels good to hear that back, even though I don't say it as lovingly as you just did.
That's a moniker.
We'll get gay about it later.
Oh, I bet we will.
Speaking of that, we got a Wild Tactical Muffin Top in the chat.
Speaking of gay shit.
Yeah. And we got New Jersey's finest Fiend Dog with a howdy in the chat. Well, they both have invites if they could shake loose from their real life.
Well, good friend is a moniker I will wear with pride, my friend.
Cheers to that. Old man Buntwrinkles giving TMT the Spock hand. Live long and prosper.
Or he's giving them 2 in a pink and 2 in a stink.
TMT's probably ready.
We'll stick with the Spock hand.
We're past 10 minutes, so.
TMT just wants something to feel. We'll keep it on the rails for now, though. He said, "You guys are my friends."
Is Groundbird on Discord?
He is. He's got an invite too.
Okay.
We've been trying to make it work out. He said the weekends are good for him, but yeah, Groundbird, Fiend Dog, TMT, they all got links an hour ago, just like you guys.
Yeah, that threw me off, and that was funny when I jumped in there, and you were like, "Yeah, I sent that out a little early." Okay.
Kind of pull the Honda and give everybody preparation for it. And just in case, there's a link in the chat for everybody if they want to follow it. I guess copy and paste that into your browser, since it doesn't come up as a hyperlink, evidently.
And anybody that's been thinking about jumping into one of these chats, it's called Massive Imperfect Action. Don't be scared. Just push the button. You don't have to stay in here for 3 hours and chat. Just stop in, say hi, introduce yourself, and peace out if you have to.
Yep. You don't have to say any more about who you are, where you live.
Yep. But beware, you're gonna get bullied afterwards. You're gonna get not bullied, but you're gonna get the peer pressure to come back again. Because odds are, if you're here, you're a like-minded individual and you belong here.
We'll treat you so many ways, you're bound to like one of them.
Goofy ass.
So
then
gun sales have been booming.
You'll get to the point where when you're on Discord, you'll see the little StreamYard link pop up, and you'll be like, "Oh, fuck yeah, let's go!"
Justin, look who you bullied into showing up.
You started it.
Oh,
Got a wild squirtle.
What up, boyos? I can't be a super present, but I can pop in and talk when I can.
Cool. But I learned how to turn on your camera just like your mic.
I was gonna say, don't bully him into pushing buttons.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
You filthy animals.
That was a full facial frontal.
And I stepped away from my phone and missed it. Did you just
call it a facial?
It'll never happen again. Go ahead and delete this video when you're done.
I might, depending how wild it gets. I'm kind of hoping it's when I can leave up and it'll do the the auto clippy thing, because that sure makes life easy.
Well, I'll put up a fucking funny one. It was.
I broke my chicken coop door. I got to get another one.
Oh,
he was too impatient helping me with the chickens.
He gave it the good old strong hand and ripped it off the hinges.
Huh?
He gave it the good old strong hand and broke the door.
No, it's got gears all the way up and down the center of the plates, and he pulled it out of the out of where it's supposed to be.
Well, if anybody is really that bored with their life, though, I did accidentally push the wrong button on. I'm not gonna tell you how many chats go, but it's still up. It's there. You want to see my ugly ass?
We're so ready.
I'm not on social media though, so you won't find anything out of it.
Show them your holy moly.
How y'all doing? Holy moly! What are you talking
I'll
about?
show them my chili hole. I don't care. I'll get you a strike. I'll show them my chili hole.
Chili ring is extra. All right.
I meant the hole in your T-shirt. Calm down now.
Chili ring. It's funny how Muffin is correcting me when he's the whole butt of that joke. Literally.
I must have missed all that.
You leave the ring and the butt out of this.
I don't even remember the original joke, Pat. But something got said about Chili Ring, and you know how Sophia likes to give him a new nickname every month or two. And I joked about him being Tactical Chili Ring instead of Tactical Muffin Top, and she said something about it. And so then, I guess this is as good a time as any. I was gonna let it go and see how long it went before you realized it.
It's been almost a month.
I bet it's been at least a month. We'll have to go back and look and see. But Tactical Muffin Top, on your Discord, we changed your nickname to Tactical Chili Ring.
How the hell are you guys doing that on my Discord?
The mod, you know how to fuck with it because you can't run it right.
I didn't even notice, if I'm being honest.
The mod privileges.
Oh my god!
No.
That joke came out because I said that's going to be Lawfully's first sticker, and Sophia B was dying because you need some stickers. So that was going to be your sticker number 2, and I said you can make it just look like a donut.
But what brought it up that made it so funny is what none of us can fucking remember.
I don't know, Sophia B, man. When she's killing it over, it just turns into a funny sticker. So that has to be Lawfully's sticker, and he's going to have to explain that to people. You think code Chungus is going to be hard for 10% off? Wait till you tell everybody to look at their b-hole.
He can't explain it because literally
Chili ring for 10% off.
Remember why it was so funny? None of us can remember why it's so funny, so he can't explain.
I can't remember, but now it's just like it's not funny anymore. Now it's like
now he's mad.
Yeah, but it's still funny that it pisses you off.
It don't piss me off. What pisses me off is I don't even know how y'all are running my Discord for me like that. Y'all be dirtying me.
It's not like it does it. It's not like every time you post something, it doesn't not say your name. It just says Chili Ring or whatever. Like, it's not that bad.
You're still Tactical Muffin Top.
Yeah, but we know. Trust me, we tried to do you dirty. Trust me, we tried. Couldn't figure it out.
You sons of bitches. You're grounded.
Speaking of Jay,
I need some new mods.
Speaking of Jay,
CR for 10% off. CR.
Use coupon code TMT at preparedcitizenstg.com. Save 10% off all your orders.
And if you use code Chili Ring after checkout, you'll get an extra 10% off in a gross picture.
Yeah.
So I did Lawfully was there. I did a little bit of I partaked in a little bit of a giveaway for another channel last week, and homeboy.
I was there, but I couldn't get in the Discord, so I couldn't partake.
No, your name was in it. Your name was in it. After you texted me that, your name was in it.
I'm offended.
I mean, I didn't win anything either, so.
I don't know, but me and you need to have a talk about 6'5" over 308, boy.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
6'5" where it's at.
6'5's for plebes. Ours taking 2 deer with his, and one's still gone, and one's in the freezer. You let me know. Everything I hit with my 270's in the freezer.
I don't have deer worth.
You don't have to holler. Calm down.
I don't have deer worth the fuck down here. So why am I going to do that? So if I got to reach out and touch something, I'm going to do 6.5.
This is what you do. Ready?
If not, I still got several 100,000 rounds of 5.56.
This is what you do. It's 270. Pay attention.
The Lord's caliber. Long action.
Yeah, but you're the very one that preaches keeping your calibers down and everything. That way we can stack. So you want me to open up
I
another?
wanted to go through the trees and everything.
Well, I got the
Lorax?
Lorax for that. I got the Barrett for that.
Yeah, through the trees
I
to the
don't-
seas, or however the Palestinians do it. I don't know.
But I don't feel like spending, a few amount of money going through a damn tree. But I got the Barrett for that. I can go through a tree.
You know, the Winchester 270 cartridge, 270 Winchester, I should say, turned 100 years this year, 2025.
And what is that the parent case to? How many?
30
how,
it's
how many
30-06.
siblings-
I got my turkey on brine right now, boys.
in Brian, not on Brian.
Yeah, that the thing.
You started picking on me first. You started this.
Got the turkey
heard
in the
too-
tub.
I've
Got the
heard too many
turkey in
stories.
the-
I've heard too many stories about a game walking away from 6.5. That
Yep.
I think you need the 308. It's a little bit bigger schwack. And if you're taking animals anywhere close to the max effective range of either of those rounds, your middle name better be Chris Kyle.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. That's why I said earlier I agree with you. But I live in Florida, where
What if
where
I'm
I
not
don't
taking
even
it?
really need an LPBO on my rifle, like because of the terrain that I live in. So I might as well stack what matters. Like if I really feel like I'm going to be up on a roof or something, and I need to reach out and touch something or scare it, then I can do that with the 6.5. The only thing that's worth a fuck down here to eat are turkeys, shotgun. Anything else, battle rifle, 5.56. It just doesn't work out into where I live. I don't get me wrong. If I live somewhere where there was, deer or something, I would probably say fuck the 6.5 and I'd have a whole bunch of 308.
Let me add a modifier to your equation, or two of them actually. First off, what if I say 6.5 and I don't mean for deer? And second off, if we were talking about deer, what if we're talking man's laws don't matter anymore?
Yeah, but
We're
that's
talking NATO caliber,
Like I'm-
more
like
easy
I'm-
found
reach
names.
out. I can reach out and either touch or scare the shit out of something that's not on four legs with the 6.5, and that'd probably be enough of a deterrent, to be honest.
Well, guess what? I don't need to scare because whatever I'm reaching out and touching is going to be KIA, brother.
Tactical Chris Kyle Muffin Top.
Hey, man. 270 is a pretty flat shooting cartridge. I'm very confident under 500 yards. I know that 308 is going to hit a lot harder.
Inside of 5, they're all flat shooting.
Yeah. Let me throw some my modifier out there. If you're
We got
running,
a 600 yard trainer course. He was a sniper in the Marines, and he does the course twice a year. And it is it's a course, man. It's tough.
Go for Pat. You got the conch shell. I'm gonna take a leak and listen.
well, as for the accuracy, the rifle that I sighted in this weekend, my first 3 shots were touching after I laser bore sighted it. So I'm just gonna let that there for a minute. But anyway, you're saying about only needing a red dot where you are. My big thing is like, sure, a red dot's great, but are you going to have binoculars on you everywhere you go with that rifle? Because you're going to need to know whether or not you should take that shot or not, whether or not if you could take that shot or not. That's why the red dot magnifier, the red dot and magnifier, that not even good enough. 3x not good enough. You got eyes like freaking. You got eyes like an eagle, or are you going to carry binoculars with you everywhere you go? Because I don't know about you guys. I wear glasses. If my glasses get broke, I have to have serious magnification, or I ain't going to see anything past. I probably couldn't tell, a man from a woman at 50 yards without my glasses. Even with my glasses,
Especially
it's still hard to tell
2025.
sometimes. Yeah. But how are you gonna identify friend from foe? Are you gonna have all your buddies throw on a red armband or something so you know not to shoot them?
You should have a marker to identify your party. Yes.
That's kind of hard to blend in with the bushes with A red
We're all going to wear
sash.
party hats.
Maybe it's as simple as you have three brown bands on one boot on your left side, and you have two like green bands on the other. They don't have to be. It don't have to be hot pink and lime green. It can be something only your team knows about. Like maybe you have 4 bands on your forearm, on your left forearm, and nobody else has that. You know what I mean? It don't have to be crazy.
I like forearm better than on my boot because otherwise I have to lay down and like wave my feet in the air like I'm ready to change my diaper.
Well, maybe you're all wearing tactic kilts and nobody else has a kilt. You know what I mean? Like it can be something simple.
Well, good luck seeing that with your red dot and your 3x magnifier from 75, 100 yards away, 200 yards.
You guys know
yards.
I'm team LPVO minimum. You can shoot in the house just as good with the LPVO on 0. I am looking at that one that Metal sent me. That 1x10 he's on. I was looking into that. That actually looks pretty slick.
I like the idea of these medium power optics, like a 2 or 3 to whatever you can afford, with like a little Christmas tree reticle in it and a red dot on top. Like, what can't you do with that rifle?
I like the triangle myself, but I'm cool with the donut of death too, and the Christmas tree. Either any of them, good. I prefer the triangle if it's me. Or like the 3 crosshairs without the top one. I like that too.
All of those different reticles have different ranging.
Are you talking about a chevron? Is that the triangle you're talking about?
I'm trying to make popcorn for everybody.
There's no one here.
What did you say?
Sounds like the dog is trying to make popcorn. Yesterday's pomade. Good evening, sir.
Did you say you were on the shitter?
He says he's making popcorn. But it sounds like the dog's doing the chew toy.
No, those are my dogs.
That's the real question. If you're using bacon grease to make your popcorn, because Muffin Top turned me on to that ranch powder and bacon grease. Oh fuck!
I had to go find the squirt bottle. The dogs are being annoying because they had a little sniff of the new puppy, and they're all about trying to get to him. But he's in quarantine. He can't see anybody until he goes to the vet.
That's smart. That really is smart.
You sound
It's funny how I have a reputation for being dumb sometimes.
No, actually, you say some of the most, thought-provoking shit sometimes. I'll tell you that.
So TMT, I don't know how much you caught it at the start of it, but the topic is.
I didn't catch the beginning. I'm sorry.
It's fine. So we were talking about well-being, physical and emotional well-being. So we were talking about, this is that time of year where you get around the young and the old. Confined spaces and all that.
I've throughout the years I've taken more notice of my grandparents and like just my parents watching, like even if it's just like me and my sister or like the kids, like seeing like their reactions to stuff while I'm filming, which is nice, like IRL. That's just for me,
Mm-hmm. But also we're more talking about like bumping up your vitamin C intake and the newborn kids. It's RSV season, so don't be if they're not your kids, they don't live under your roof. Don't be smooching on them and handling them a bunch. You can appreciate them and love them, and you can make goo faces at them, but maybe don't hand all over the babies. Don't pass them around like babies.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I know you've
Yeah,
got some.
even though I've recently even gone through all that with the kids, in the past couple of years, it's like that's not something that came to the forefront of my mind. So it's a good thing to put out there.
I know my sister's big on it. She just had her second born within the past 6 weeks, and with their firstborn, they went around for the first 3 or 4 months with the little reminder tag hanging off the car seat that said, please don't handle me. And I'm sure
Oh, my
they'll be
kid
about
didn't
it
even
again.
leave. My kid didn't even leave the fucking house for the first probably 3 months. My boy didn't even leave the fucking house except to go to like the doctors or whatever. No.
And I would, flipping back over to the mental, emotional side, when you're there with your family and friends, like,
Check your phone at the door.
yeah, that, but just sit and appreciate the moment. Like maybe politically you don't get along with that person, but you're still family. Like try and get along. You know, brother fought brother in the Civil War, but then when the war was over, most of those families mended. You know,
So like be present, be there, be present,
yeah.
enjoy the moment.
I heard somebody had the idea everyone had to check their phone at the door, but one person got like photo privileges where they could take pictures of the whole thing that they would then share with everyone else. Take that
That's a good idea for holidays. If you're gonna have like
take
multiple,
that digital doom out of your family time.
yeah, if you're gonna have multiple siblings together that have their offspring there, whatever, that's a good concept.
Well, and some of us run, split households or split families, whatever. You got to bounce from place to place. So like you're gonna check on stuff, but try and be mindful. Don't be that lump. Don't be that bullfrog on the couch just and then sitting here, doom scrolling. This is precious time. Spend it with people because we don't know, who we won't see again or who won't see us again. We never know. It's uh, be safe on your travels. Be extra attentive. Drive defensively. Wish I didn't have all the ums and ahs in my statements.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I can't tell you how many accidents I saw on my way down to North Carolina and back. At least 10. At least 10 accidents.
Was it this time last year that one-off dude, ambushed the people at the intersection river by the truck stop and then ran off in the woods and they found him 4 or 5 days later, rotten?
I don't remember the dates on that stuff.
It was
I
through
do
that
remember
stretch of
that
woods,
though.
but it's been back a year plus or minus a few months. It was before it was real cold yet, but
And I can't remember who said it. Is be kind to everyone, even when they're rude to you, because you don't know what kind of day that person is having.
you don't know how many times that I have reiterated that to myself in the past week. All the woo sawing that I've had to do. Sometimes you have to go to the back room and just like motherfuck a little bit to get it out of your system, and then you kind of compose yourself. Put your service face back on.
Yeah, somebody told me once nothing pisses off a pissed off person more than being kind to them. So if that's your thing, like fuck you, motherfucker, just be kind to them because it just gets them wound up even more.
Yeah.
Or it gets them to like rethink their OODA loop and like be okay to apologize and restart the conversation. Yeah, I remember some of that. I don't have to deal with it when I was a trucker much, but I had to deal with like high end customers when I worked at the BMW dealership, and some of those people had a real chip on their shoulder. Like, I got a lot of money, I got a really nice car. You owe me something by being here.
And speaking of well-off people, so like rich people, and then this is the rule. Obviously, there are exceptions, but rich people are generally assholes. But really rich people are super polite.
Yeah, I've noticed that. And really rich people never talk about money.
Mm-mm. You wouldn't know they're rich. I have a friend who, unfortunately, I've not seen or heard from in several years because he moved and got married and pursued life. I'm happy for him, but he's super well off. He just like when he came, he hung out with us, and like it was whatever, like all of us being like poor, we noticed, and I think back on it, we kind of ribbed him a little bit for it, and I regret that. We were just out of high school, so we were still kids too. But
Well, that's depending on what part of the country you come from. That's love. Like the part of the country I come from, what do the fog breathers call it? Taking the piss out of each other.
yeah,
You just fuck with your friends until they cry, and then you've gone a little too far. That's
Yeah,
love. That's
we
love
bust
where
each
I come
other's
from.
balls.
When I moved to South Carolina, I tried a little bit of that. I almost got my ass beat by one of the parts guys just because I was messing with the guy. I liked him. Like we talked all the time. It just
What did you
something
try
I
in
said.
South Carolina? What did you
he's
try?
Water dual cannon.
this
You
kid is
know
salt
the
of the earth. His parents raised him right. He didn't flaunt his money. But like he wasn't old enough to drive yet, so they always be sure that they hooked us up with a little gas money for running him around, getting him to and from. And
What
obviously
did you
he
try?
had
What did you try in South Carolina?
just being sarcastic and
Oh,
joking with people pretty hard.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they didn't take kindly to that in South Carolina when I moved down there a couple years ago.
maybe it's what you said or how you said it. Like maybe it was unfamiliar to them. Like you didn't
Yeah,
say it in their dialogue. Or
I
their
found out.
No, I know what he means. I tell all my best friends like the worst possible dark web crap that you could think of to a guy, and then we're just like, "Hey, what's up? I love you guys."
TMT's like, hey, you want to fist my squirrel?
Oh my!
Suck this chungus, R.
I found out real quick down there that "bless your heart" wasn't like a compliment or a "I wish you well."
Yeah.
That's Southern for "fuck you."
Sort of. It's that old Baptist lady way of saying it.
Everybody's team down there was Clemson, and I told this one lady down there, said we were getting some bad weather, and I said they're calling for tornadoes, and they want everyone to go to the Clemson Stadium because there's no chance of a touchdown over there.
Ooh.
And she goes, "Bless your heart." I was confused for a minute. I'm like, I'm just trying to rib on people.
So what you're saying is if I ever want to pick a bar fight, bring you with me?
Sure, because I don't know, it's a little bit of ADHD, tism, whatever it is. People never understand what I'm trying to say. I tell my wife all the time, listen to the words I say, not listen to what I say, not how I say it, because my tone doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah. Old man Burnicle said, wait, which body part did TMT nickname Chungus?
Well, that can it can be several body parts depending on the dollar amount. Remember.
Depends who you are. Khajiit will show you his wares. Gratuitous puppy cam.
This
Touch
is
would say.
I don't think we're gonna keep him as Ranger. We like Loki or Floki.
Huh. Interesting.
He's very mischievous. He was upstairs biting the crap out of my wife.
I know somebody else with a dog named that.
What happened? The solo show.
Well, he was doing the gratuitous puppy cam. I wanted to put it on big screen.
Yeah, the dogs are going crazy. They see him, smell him, whatever.
Old man Buttwrinkles asked if he's a boxer. What breed is your?
He's supposed to be pit, but he looks some kind of mix to us.
The finest Heinz 57 in all in North Carolina. Oh,
I guess
you know what it is?
we'll
He's
see
probably
what
got that
we'll see
Carolina
when
squat in him.
he does. His hind legs, he doesn't stand up on them as high as he should. Carolina squat.
He might be like 1/8 chupacabra.
Yeah, I'll take it.
War dog.
That's funny. That was my like PlayStation name when I first started playing video games. If you can find me somewhere, I think
You were
it's
wallowing in the mud.
War Dog 3569. That was me.
One word or two.
I have no idea.
Can I pet that dog?
Probably no spaces.
Can I pet that dog?
My first gamer tag was Blood Spiller.
Look at that. We got a fiend dog in the chat.
Yo, Merry
Hey-o.
Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Fiend Dog.
What's
So
up,
what do y'all
brother?
do in
So
New Jersey?
Did you get a
Y'all
deer
like-
this year?
You take a giant pickle and put tinsel on that?
No, we got our tree up, or a smaller version of a tree up right now. Why?
I'm just ribbing you. Seeing if you had like the world's largest pepperoncini. Maybe put tinsel
Well,
and stuff on
I
that.
can't. I can, right now say, right now, don't make me go get the aluminum pole out of the crawl space.
What's in your crawl space? Oh my lord!
The aluminum pole. I have a lot of grievances that I can let go right now. I have to say it. It's Festivus today.
You have a lot of grievances against that aluminum pole.
No, he's just
No.
got to pull in his crawl
threatening
space. I'm
He's
scared.
threatening to beat you with his. Read between the lines, gentlemen. He's threatening to beat you with his ball bat.
Well, apparently, you guys never watched Seinfeld.
No, I'm 33.
Yeah, well, the reruns, you should have watched it already by now.
It was always dry to me.
Dry
But
humor is the best. I don't know. I guess because it took place over here in Jersey and New York and all that, so that's why I thought it was funny.
Probably. It's relatable.
The only thing I
Say
ever found funny about Seinfeld wasn't even Seinfeld. Kramer was the only funny part of that show to me.
Exactly. Kramer was the only reason to watch that damn show.
Kramer was great, and Kramer was great in that movie UHF back in 1988 with Weird Al.
I don't know. That was before my time.
God, you bunch of young bitches.
My buddy said running with scissors.
Christmas every year. You're not supposed to do that.
It's America. You can live dangerously. Just don't trip.
I
I know who Weird Al is. He's got my favorite eBay song, but
I got him.
no, I don't know about no more.
But if you do fall on your scissors,
Back when you were young,
tourniquet the limbs,
You better have
Pack the
had the
junctions,
kit ready from
seal the
Jay.
box.
And hopefully you went to preparedcitizenstg.com.
He is
You
on
picked up your
Amazon too,
Slishman.
by the way. Just letting you know, I saw his stuff on Amazon.
Whose?
Slishman.
Yes.
Fell on Amazon.
Yeah, but you
it's
might as
double,
well.
Yeah, but
it's
they're-
double the
they're-
money.
Yeah, but you might as
Yeah,
well
they're
just
more
order it
expensive
from
on
Jay.
there than they are at Jay.
Yeah, but you might as well just order it from Jay, who's one of the homeboys.
I'm just letting people know it. It's from him on Amazon, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
just
from
him
Jay?
having another way
Cool.
to list it. He's also got the Sam XT tourniquet now. Sam Slishman does.
Well, I literally just gave like 3 away today, so
That's what I gave everybody in the family last year for Christmas was a Slishman. Well, not everybody, but every household I gave one,
Well,
especially
from-
everybody with the little kids.
yeah, everything that I had to send out for that giveaway that I did on Saturday. Well, not me, but that I was a part of. Everything that I had to ship out, I threw a Slishman in there, and I wish I had like 100 of Jay's cards to put in there too. But I wrote a little hand note for all them to do an unboxing video and do a shout out to Jay.
The next
Hey,
time that I order from him, I'm gonna just go ahead and photocopy it because I've given away all my cards, and I keep writing code TMT for 10% off on them.
Oh, I don't even tell people about the 10% off. Like, they're cheap. Go spend full price. It's your guys' own fault for not being stacked.
Yeah, I want my nickel.
I want him to know that TMT sent him, so that's why I want him to get. That's why I want him to use the coupon code. It lets his web. It lets him track where he's getting traffic from.
Hey,
Well,
I just want to say
I
something
don't
out
want
there.
any attention. That's why I don't want my name out there on it. It's like, if this is something that I'm going to preach, either you're going to listen or you're not. Go do the damn thing.
I just want to say something that it's the holidays and Christmas and all that. I just want to make sure you all go out and reach out to family members and friends that you haven't heard from forever, because some people are having a hard time nowadays. Just make sure you go out, reach out and check up on some people. That's all.
Amen to that.
Holidays are tough on a lot of people.
And Festivus for the rest of us.
Especially elderly and people that live on their own.
Yep. And that's what we spoke about earlier, and I completely agree with that.
All right. I'm sorry I was not in here earlier. I did not know you said that.
What, you running away already? You running away?
Better late than never.
It bears repeating.
It's just like you don't know what anybody's situation is. Like people look at me. Well, I'm dealing with a lot of shit right now going on with a certain family member. So it sucks. My whole life, Christmas has always been when people got sick and died. It sucks.
Yes,
Dude, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't even put up. I told myself up until middle of last week that the kids are still young enough to where I'm like, I could technically not even do the whole Christmas thing and they would be none the wiser. But it wasn't until today I put up the fucking Christmas tree. It's just because my own head was that far up my own ass.
Well, that is tradition. Usually is Christmas Eve. You put up the tree.
Oh my family was like the moment that you get the excuse.
Well, yeah, the moment is usually Black Friday. Everyone does it, but
the day after Thanksgiving, the tree goes up, brother.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
nowadays the tree goes up before Thanksgiving nowadays.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I grew up with. But I just was not fucking feeling it this year.
If you listen to Walmart, it's immediately after Halloween you start Christmas.
It's before Halloween, dude.
Yeah, my Walmart was before Halloween. I had to buy a big ass bluey blow up thing before Halloween because my kid saw it. And he was like,
I just want to make sure everyone checks up on their friends and family and people who they know that aren't necessarily friends, because people are having a hard time. That's all.
I feel like an important part of that is like elderly people
A
because
simple phone call
even
goes a long way.
well because yeah, especially if it's not somebody that you talk to on a normal like weekly basis or something, whether it be grandma or great aunt or great uncle or whatever the case may be, just you reaching out is gonna mean a lot to them. You never know.
Like,
Or they're just
I,
gonna be like, oh, look at this asshole. He wants to call because it's a holiday time. So well,
I'm the
maybe
weirdo
just
all
call him.
day today. Even I'm driving up the Garden State Parkway. When I hitting the tolls and paying tolls, I'm saying Merry Christmas to people. Just try
You're
to
a better
express
man
some
than me.
cheer.
You're a better man than me.
I say Merry Christmas to everybody. I hold a
Merry,
door. I say
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas was my slur to somebody in the Dollar Tree earlier today when they
Well,
weren't paying attention in line.
it's
But
not a slur.
well, that's why I said you're a better man than I. Because the only time I used that out in
Say it
public
with sincerity.
was towards somebody that was being a retard in line. But
I'm legitimately saying it because it's a great thing. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great holiday season. I don't know.
Yeah, even if you don't know them from Adam, you can wish them well.
Yes, I do.
We all live in the same society. We ought to all
I
I like
do.
respect
saying
one another.
I like saying Merry Christmas because it weeds out people I don't want to talk to. Because if they say
Yep.
Happy Holidays, I know to delete your name from my delete your face from my memory banks altogether.
bullseye
I under
emoji.
I understand the point of that, the happy holiday thing to a degree, coming from where I live here in this tri-state area, but it's Merry Christmas, man. If I know you're
It's
Jewish,
Christ in
I
Christmas.
would say Happy Hanukkah to you.
Keep Christ in Christmas.
Yes, I agree with that. But if I know you're Jewish, I'm going to say Happy Hanukkah, or I may just say Happy Holidays. If I know you're Jewish, just say Happy Holidays.
Tell them Merry Christmas and hand them a rock, 'cause I hear you'll need this in a few months.
That's just me. If I know you're Jewish, that's all. If I don't know you're Jewish, you're going to get a Merry Christmas from me.
I don't know. I've been doing catering for a lot of Jews lately, and I just do the Happy Holidays, but that's also because they're paying me. So
I didn't pick up the rock the rock reference. What am I missing?
The Jews killed Christ.
Not with a rock.
No,
well,
but
they
that's
threw stones at him.
biblically that's how they would have done it if they hadn't got Rome to do it for them.
They made sure that Rome killed him with the spirit destiny. The
And
Jews single-handedly.
here I thought it was Judas.
Judas was the one that betrayed him.
The Pharisees wanted him silenced, and the Pharisees had the blessing of Rome to keep the Jews in line.
The
Like they let them
Zionist
be.
Jews had him killed.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Later, Merry Christmas, Teresa. Before we
I
get
think
to
Teresa B needs to win all the giveaways.
my favorite part about this time of year is right now is when I get to say, "See you next year."
That's so gay.
To all the customers that come in. Oh, I love
Dad
it.
joke number one.
Smell you next year.
We're
Well,
not quite the
Muffin
New
Top.
Year.
How
We're
big
not-
was that deer you got? He's out there. Okay.
Yeah, he said he would bounce in when he could. He's listening, but
I'm preoccupied with family.
I was just curious how heavy the deer was that you got. How much it weighed.
Probably no idea because he just takes them home and butchers them. He might know how many pounds of meat he got out of it.
What's
Well,
that?
without it turning into a half-hour conversation, I can tell you that he confirmed that it was heavier than what two partially crippled people could manage. They had to use some redneck engineering, kind of
So, all
impromptu
right.
block and tackle.
It was a 150-pound deer at the very least, a 200-pound. All right.
I pulled
Good
it
for
up
him.
with the truck over a tree, and then I stopped the truck, and then we ratchet strapped it to the tree, and we backed the truck up to it to load it up.
Why don't you just call up R to come help you?
It was me and my grandpa. That was it.
Where was R at, man? He's your best bud.
Ours got a day job.
He was with family.
Well, best buds will leave everything to go help their best bud.
Well, his family's out of state.
Yeah, I got you. I know.
All right, let's maintain the opposite for folks.
I'm just busting your chops.
What he's insinuating is that R is like your house hobbit.
House elf.
He's the Robin to my Batman, but even I need a day off from Boy Wonder.
Master has given Dobby clothes. So you let him go?
Well, I'm happy for you there, Muffin Top. That's all. That's all I'm getting at.
Master's giving Dobby a sock. Why is the sock so sticky?
You tried, Fiend Dog. You wished him well, but we fired up the wrong side of his brain.
I did it. And he's being an asshole right now. That's what I get.
He's got to get it out here because he can't joke like this with his grandparents. Even if they were okay with it, it's culturally removed.
This is why I don't talk to people.
It'd be like his grandpa trying to tell him about doing the Charleston.
Oh,
I really do try to be a good person in life, man. See, shit like that sets me off the course.
I think
Well,
there's a misunderstanding here. We're all joking with each other and having fun. Nobody's being mean.
I know. I'm. That's me being a sociopath breaking his balls again.
Mm.
I think that all of us, in our own way, in our own flavor, that's kind of my mantra. I don't know if I'm sure I've said it before, but maybe I've not voiced it in a while. But that's my intention every day, is to wake up and do no harm. I mean, my intention every day is to wake up and contribute to society, even if it's in some small, seemingly meaningless way. You know, like, don't wake up with the intention of adding or subtracting from the population, and intend to be an upstanding tax-paying citizen. Although preferably marginal taxes, but
that was my shop teacher's mantra at the end of every week. Have a safe and sober weekend. Don't do anything to add or subtract from the population.
I wake up every morning just thinking, I gotta go to work, make some money, keep the house over the head, do what's right, and that's it.
yep. We're just
And that's
over
what I
that 1
do.
hour mark. Do y'all want to keep it going, or y'all done?
I still love you,
Stop it.
Pete.
I have a question for Lawfully.
Go.
To your knowledge, have you ever saved anyone's life by selling them a gun? Have any of your customers ever used it just by showing it to get somebody to go away, or actually had to fire in self-defense?
So I don't want to say too much.
Yeah. Obviously, without blasting out their name and address, and a simple yes or no, and perhaps like a number, 1 or 2. 3 or 10.
So firearms that came from the place that I work have been used in multiple good and bad incidents.
Ooh.
But yeah, there was a fairly high profile incident back some time ago where one guy that I know was a customer claims self-defense against another guy that I know was a customer. And let me just simplify it and say that these two gentlemen just happened to cross paths, and neither one of them were their best selves that day. And unfortunately, one's in a pine box and one's being sued.
When you say not good purposes, is that what you mean? Or are you talking like other
I
crimes?
mean, my
'Cause
take on it was that it was lawful self-defense because it was uneven numbers, and they didn't leave him a real great opportunity to leave. I'll tell you more about it later if you want, but I don't want to get any more specific on air.
Well, I meant like enough to get the Eye of Sauron on your shop. Like,
I mean,
you know, shops
let me
get too
tell
many
you,
crime
so-
guns, and the ATF shows up.
So we did have an incident where there was a younger veteran that like had a psychotic break, you know, broke bad, got off his meds, whatever, was having, you know, really needed a crisis intervention more than he needed. He probably needed that phone call from a friend you were talking about earlier. But he decided to step out into a shared courtyard and just start taking pot shots at people. And an off-duty cop with a privately owned rifle rolled out and tagged him. So let me tell you, when they want to trace a serial number, they will get there. They'll show up in person like white on rice. Oh, we lost Beandog.
Yeah, I think we got our signals crossed with him. He thought we were trying to be mean or something.
That was not the intention.
I stopped some straw purchases, and one guy came in and scared for his life. I said, "How about you just call the cops, bud?"
Yeah, that I can tell you about. That's heartbreaking when someone comes in and wants to be like has finally had need and wants to be a gun owner, and then they get delayed or denied, and you can see the genuine fear in their eyes. Like, I've done everything I can, you know, and the cops have told me like, you know, just drive a different way to and from work or whatever. It's like they basically said, yeah, we took your report. There's nothing more we can do about it. And they've been threatened. Like, that's a gut-wrenching feeling. You know,
Yeah, I had one guy come in. I need the best 380 ammo you got for self-defense, and he was sweating bullets. I said, "You need to purchase a gun while you're here, sir."
That's almost every day here in New Jersey. This state sucks. That's all.
Dirty Jersey is what we used to call it. I had to
That's
go.
what I grew up calling it too.
Had to go a couple times a year, usually when I was a BMW mechanic. Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. They have a training facility up there. You have to go there and learn about all the new shit. And they would send us up there in the shittiest rental car they could find. And sometimes they'd make you share rental cars, which was retarded because I live in Pennsylvania and those guys live in Virginia. So that made things difficult. And I learned about New Jersey. Don't go up there without cash. I mean, it probably has changed now. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. But we accidentally got on a toll road and nobody in the car had cash. So we're just like sitting there at the toll booth, like, what do we do? I guess
You
run
gotta
it.
have Easy Pass.
You didn't have any quadas?
Yeah, no
No,
quotas.
there's no quarters anymore. It's Easy Pass.
Well, you don't have that in a rental car.
Yeah, Easy Pass is automatically with your rental car. It's part of your thing now here in New Jersey.
Well, we're
But
coming
not
from
back
Virginia.
then. Not back then.
Yeah,
Whenever
yeah.
you did it.
The the attendant at the booth looked at the chick behind us and he's like, "Will you pay for these idiots?" And she's like, "Fine, I'll pay for them. Just tell them to get the fuck out of the way."
No. Whenever you pull up your toll here in New Jersey, you don't have any money. You tell them I don't have any money. They give you an envelope with this stuff right here that you have to send them a check.
I can tell you down in Texas, when you go through their toll roads, they say, "Don't worry, we'll bill you."
And I tell you what, right now, like Easy Pass and all that shit, if you don't have money to pay Easy Pass or any of that, it's a Chinese owned company. You don't have to fucking pay it. It's a fucking scam. It doesn't go against your credit score. They can't fucking arrest you. They can't fucking bring you up on charges.
More you know.
Just
I've
letting you
heard
know.
some.
It's up
I've
to
heard
you
some
whether
really
you want to pay
weird.
the tolls or not.
I've heard some really weird stuff about them. Like if you drive through some express lanes or stuff, something like that, and you owed him like this dude owed him like $13, and somehow they figured out that this dude ended up owing him like $14,000 on this $13 toll somehow. And if I'm
It's
not
called a scam. They
mistaken,
do that a lot here.
like I think they can do something with your license.
No, they cannot. Your license cannot be charged at all. It's owned by a Chinese foreign-based company in the state of New Jersey. It cannot be charged against you.
It just depends on the state. There's different situations depending on the state.
Yeah, Easy Pass is owned by Chinese company.
Okay.
But I'm not recommending fucking around with it either. You're a trucker, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And now
my company takes care of all that shit.
I don't advise you to be going through New Jersey into New York and then coming back into Jersey out of New York because this stupid cunt governor that they just elected here in this state is now putting a $30 fee, congestion fee during the day too. If you come into our state during the day now, the counteract going into New York that costs you $25 or $20, whatever it is. Just letting you know. And part of my language there, because I can't stand that the governor that just got elected. It's asinine.
You're good. Old Man Boatwrinkle says he avoids states with toll roads.
I thought every state has toll roads.
I don't know if every state does. Tulsa has a couple, or Oklahoma has a couple, like going into Tulsa. What you do is you just try and schedule your route around it as much as you can help.
At least Jersey toll roads are only north and south, except for the Atlantic City Expressway, which is east and west. That's the only one. So you have the Expressway, the Garden State Parkway, and the Turnpike.
He says Michigan has 0 toll roads.
Yeah, but isn't Michigan all Muslim now?
That's how they act on the news here lately.
Yeah, that's. I'm just getting. I heard they're the biggest Muslim nation in the United States is in Michigan.
Well, according to our buddy AI Grok in New Jersey, persistent unpaid violations can escalate to driver's license suspension in severe cases, in addition to vehicle registration suspension, which is more common.
They can't though. That's the thing.
I'm sure they've got something going. I'm sure they've got some agreement with the state when they say they're not being paid.
It goes right to if you don't pay one of your tolls, goes right to a debt collector. And a debt collector cannot do that to you. Maybe if you hit $30,000 in non-paid tolls, it's all ever since our tolls in New Jersey got bought by a Chinese-based company. It can no longer go against you.
And once they privatized it.
Yeah, they privatized it. Yes.
This is what you do. You don't go to Jersey and you drive however you want, wherever you're at.
All right. Let's not turn it into rag on Jersey night. Let's give him a break.
No, y'all should come here, man. And it's actually a beautiful state. It's just run by a bunch of retards.
There's a lot of beautiful states like that, and we just keep running away from them. And eventually, the left is going to own them all.
Yep.
Keep ceding more ground.
That's the problem.
But the trouble is an individual, when you move away, it's not really having an effect. But when it's a trend and many people do it, and there's nothing you could do about it. You can't like tell a million people like, well, if you leave, then they're just going to take over completely.
We are having 50 to 100,000 people a year moving out of the state. And as of right now, we have 10 million people in this state, and we're having that happening. We're all moving down to the south. We're moving down to the Carolinas. We're moving to Florida. We're moving down to Tennessee. We're moving down to Missouri. We're moving down to Arkansas, Georgia, all that. That's where all the New Jerseyans are moving.
Well, just to flip it back to guns, back to my depth of knowledge, have you noticed all of the traditionally northeastern firearms manufacturers that have been fleeing south over the last decade, but especially just in the last 5 or 6 years?
Well, yeah, when they started figuring out how to get around the law, what is the Commerce and Arms Act?
Yep.
PLACA, Protection and Lawful Commerce. I don't know the acronym, but PLACA, yeah. It's not just that. It's lots of stuff. You know, it's the tax breaks. It's the cheaper, it's the lower wages.
Yeah, down south you make shit for money. Up here you have to pay us union wages. Plain and simple.
Well,
down
it's
south
generally fairer weather too.
You don't believe in the unions down south. That's why everybody makes fucking $5 an hour instead of fucking 60. It's just how it is.
That is true.
You know?
But you can move down here and buy a house for, before COVID, you can move here and buy a house for under $150,000.
Up here, before COVID, I paid for my house. It was only 200 and something. And now it's worth fucking $1 million almost.
We got 2 Pat Wrights in the house. Do I need to kick the old one?
That's the problem here. Up here is like, do we sell? Where do we go? Will I go somewhere else up here? I'm going to be paying so much. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? It sucks.
Did you guys hear my whole rant about suing the auto industry?
Over what?
Lawfully said about how all the firearms manufacturers are leaving the Northeast. And I said it's because they're all getting sued because the lawyers have figured a weasel way to get around the Lawful Commerce and Arms Act. And I said the way we should take care of this is if anyone's ever involved in an accident and the person that hit you is driving a Ford,
yeah, you
need to sue the fuck out of Ford. And if enough people start doing this, the Ford, Chevy, Honda, all that shit, the auto industry will put a fucking end to it. because they've got enough money to fight, the Soros backed whatever Moms Demand action on Saturday night.
They'll just move out of the country and start making them out of the country and not give a fuck, probably.
Yeah, they'll just call up their pocket politicians and have them take care of it. They'll do the lawful commerce and act number 2 or something. And it'll say that, advertising is free speech. Because that's how they've been getting around it for the most part. It's going after how they advertised it. You made it look too cool. Made the kids want to go do murder.
That's the argument I have with these retards here in New Jersey. When they talking shit about guns and this and that, how I have guns as well. How about fucking every motherfucker in this state starts suing the car people? Oh, you can't do that. It's the same thing I say to them. No, it's not. You're retarded. You're retarded. These left-wing, blue-haired, retarded liberals in New Jersey are assholes that will they're like a lemon. They'll go right off the cliff with the rest of them.
Yeah, I kind of wish the right had some multi-zillionaire that would step in and start funding some pro-2A shit. Because we definitely have a few billionaires, trillionaires, whatever the hell these people are, trying to take the Second Amendment away.
And then the right, we're just all they don't fight for anything. When the right's in office, they're all a bunch of fucking retarded assholes that just say, let it go.
The party of do nothing.
Something happened.
Status quo.
Something happened when we lost Charlie Kirk. Like he was holding some shit together somehow. Behind the scene. So. Behind the scene.
Was he a seal for the underworld?
Yeah, probably. Charlie Kirk probably was the seal holding back the fucking gates of hell, because immediately after he died, the right just fell the fuck apart. Have you guys heard anything coming out of the what's the Turning Points Amfest or something like that coming out of there?
They're all fucking psycho crazy what they're coming out with nowadays out of Turning Point, and anybody else that was involved with it. They're fucking crazy out of their mind.
Every conservative that's been speaking there, they're all just like ragging on each other like the right is falling apart. You ever see that? You ever see that graph that they showed? I've seen it on Tim Pool a bunch. You can see the left is this tiny little blue orb, like everyone's in consensus over there. But then on the other side of the graph, it's like a point cloud. It's not a graph. But there's this big blue sphere on the left. And when you go over on the right, the red sphere is ginormous because everyone has different ideas about everything. And I believe at the center of that fucking sphere was Charlie Kirk holding all that shit together because he knew everybody. And anytime something stupid like that would pop up, I think he would be like a mediator between people and keep it from exploding. Because now that he's gone, like the right agrees on 90% of everything. But now that Charlie Kirk is gone, they seem gung-ho to fight to the death over that last 10%. Like, I agree with you on everything except tariffs.
It's how it's always been. Charlie Kirk has nothing to do with that. Charlie Kirk has nothing to do with that. It's always been like that on the right. Always in the history of everything. The right doesn't do shit. The right's a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, that's from the 90s, but in the last few
70s, 80s, 90s, and all the way up to now, the right's a bunch of pussies.
I mean, yeah, now that Charlie's gone, it's like that again.
It was a pussy
But
before Charlie was gone. They
I would,
never did shit. The right has never done shit because they're too afraid.
I disagree. In the past couple of years, I felt
What
um,
has been done in the last couple of
I
years
felt
for you to disagree with that?
Hey, do not yell at the man who's not quick to violence. The man with the most patience is the most dangerous man in the room.
What's the movie about?
I understand what you're saying there.
I felt optimistic over the last few years, and in the last couple of months, that optimism has faded.
You
I wouldn't
felt
say
optimistic during the Biden era times. Really?
No, not during Biden. Not during Biden. But even under Biden, we were getting some good wins out of the court systems and stuff like that, especially for gun rights, because I'm like a one-issue voter. I don't know about fucking tax laws and all that bullshit. I don't know if tariffs are working. All the geopolitics, I couldn't fucking care
Tariffs
less.
are working, by the way.
I only care about one thing. And I don't know why. I started buying guns when I was like 20 years old, and all of a sudden that's all I cared about. But anyway, all I care about is that Second Amendment, because I believe the second protects the first, and you got to use the second to protect the first and the first to protect the second.
I can respect all that. I can respect that.
I feel like we've been getting some huge wins over the past few years, and when in the area of the Second Amendment, especially in the courts. Like,
it's all about the field of wayside, though, with the whole commerce law shit. We're all going to be eligible to be sued and this and that, where we're not going to be able to own guns anymore coming up soon.
That was one of the things that Hillary had planned. That was something that she had ran on, where she was going to make it where you had to carry, as a gun owner, you had to carry some sort of
insurance,
basically like liability insurance, the same with your driver's license.
That has been declared unconstitutional, even here in New Jersey.
It's Jim Crow-esque,
Yes.
poll tax shit. Like, if you have to pay for it to exercise your right, it's no longer a right.
I agree with Pat here about the whole gun thing. That does swayed my point of view on who I'm going to vote for. But when it comes down to it, you vote for who's best for your pocket, no matter what. Remember that.
Well, that's what's gotten us where we're at now. That's exactly why the NFA has stood as long as it has, is because the people that have machine guns do not want to see it repealed in their lifetime, because that's their investment.
Yeah,
that's their portfolio.
They're smart.
But
it's like me. I'm going to always
get people.
I'm always going to vote for what's better for work, to put money in my pocket.
But you've got to find people, righteous, honorable people, that are willing to grow trees that they will never sit under the shade of that tree.
Doesn't exist anymore. That's the problem.
Well, I mean,
I agree. I agree with you, but it doesn't exist anymore. No one's willing to do that. Then if you are, then you end up getting offed.
I think that there are people. It's just those kinds of people are not megalomaniacs that desire power. It takes a certain kind of person to pursue a political career, and they might be good in all other aspects of life, but they desire power. And we no longer elect people that go to be, because you're not wrong to say that you vote in your own self-interest. I mean, that's kind of the idea, really. Your state senator, your representatives, they're supposed to go not to fatten their own, pad their own pockets, become career politicians and make outside money. from dubious sources. They're supposed to go and represent their state. They're supposed to jockey for their state, to be the
Yeah,
voice of
that's
their
who I
state.
vote for. I vote for a guy who always, in my territory of my county that I live in, that is pro-gun and pro-union and all that, and it is a Republican. That's who I vote for. It's best interest in my pocket.
Well, if they're pro-union, they're more than likely Democrat. And
No, they're
they're not for the Second
Republican.
Amendment.
This
Well,
is Jersey.
it used to be a union carpenter, and all we supported was Democrats. Has that changed?
Yes, my union is the electrical workers of everything, all that, and we are split 50-50. We donate hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to Republicans and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to Democrats because we need to thrive in our two counties that are our local is out of. So we have both Democrats and Republicans giving us work because of that, because we donate that much money to them, We're not stupid. We live in a primarily a Republican territory that I'm a part of, which is Ocean and Monmouth County. So therefore, a lot of it goes towards the Republicans, and we also vote towards the Democrats. If that makes sense, we give money to them. It's like that everywhere in this state with all of us. You can't just say, "Oh, everything goes to Democrats." It's not.
Well, it needs to be for the individual candidate. They're
Yes.
really that's the problem, is there's been too much of a consolidation down party lines.
It's not like that here in my local. My local, we have so many different people running for certain mayors and this and that we donate to that gives us work. And it's equally divided between both parties. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I get upset when people bash the fucking unions being a bunch of Democrats and this and this and this. It's not. It's not got nothing to do with that. It's about you making the best livable wage that you fucking can and retire. If that makes sense to you guys. I don't know. You guys live in the other states and up here in the Northeast. All the truck drivers I know are a union that I know up here.
As long as that enrichment's not going to rob future generations.
All right. Well, let me come
'Cause
in
you might
and be
make-
the asshole of it all. Union isn't all that matters in life. And then when you want to talk about making the best wage that you can so you can retire, well, I've retired twice and I'm fucking 35 and I'm a stay-at-home dad. And I still make money on the side. Like that doesn't. It's not applicable to everyone.
All right, good for you. I have the best healthcare there is in the fucking country and all this type of shit, and it's awesome.
Yeah, but you still sound miserable about it.
I'm not miserable about it. I'm just miserable about where I live. I can't buy the same things that you guys can buy in other states. That's all. If that makes sense.
I hope you make your bag and you move somewhere pretty.
I hope so too.
Merry Christmas, Fiend Dog.
Merry Christmas, sir. That's the problem. Up here in the Northeast is where you're going to make the most amount of money you ever will in your life in the United States, for the most part. But it sucks up here.
What
It's
oil
like-
do you put in your car?
What'd you say?
What oil do you put in your car?
5W30?
What the fuck? I meant the brand.
What is it? Mobile One?
Ah, I thought you were going to say something like Quaker State or Pennzoil.
No, Mobile One. It cost me $100 something on oil change. Why?
Never mind. I don't know. It's just what came to mind. I was going to try and pick something regional and see if I could get everybody to pop off.
You're gonna make fun of me.
I thought motor oil was gonna like be like the Ford Chevy debate. Like I was gonna get all you gearheads worked up
No,
on what
I used to put the cheaper stuff in when I couldn't
Muffin
afford
Top's
it.
like bow tie.
Oh yeah, the
I
bow
like
tie you
Hazel.
can
It
hear
tastes like
every
chocolate sauce.
the bow tie debate. You can hear every valve yelling out of a Chevy. Ford is fucked over, fucking rebuilt Dodge, or found on road dead, or first on race day. I get it.
Yeah, I don't care as long as it
Dodge
runs.
is Mopar. You know that there's other shit you can say about Mopar.
Oh, I got burned by show and tell.
I drive a Nissan personally.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'd take that Mopar over a Nissan.
you can fight about Ford and Chevy and Dodge all day long. I'm gonna tell people to go buy fucking Hondas.
It depends on what year it is.
Buy your Jap economy ship box.
Hey man, my Nissan is built in America.
And Toyotas.
I'm not ragging it. I'm quoting the John Goodman line. He talks about fuck you money.
I gotta.
Oh yeah, the fuck you money. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I got a
Lock in your
Datsun.
mortgage.
I got a Datsun that the speedometer has rolled over on. And
I
you
know
what?
exactly
That
what you're talking
motherfucker
about,
still keeps
lawfully.
moving.
Driving reverse.
Oh yeah, you get a mortgage, you pay it off, and all this, that. That's your fuck you money.
Man, we started out so optimistic and fruitful tonight, and now we're all. Let's turn this around. I don't want to end this on a low note.
Well,
The
it
good thing is we
hopeful.
all still live in America, except for our
You
friend
all
from Sweden. They're still listening. If Lexus is still here, he's from Sweden.
And Muffin Top got a badass deer the other day.
We
It's
all won
awesome.
the
I'm
gold.
happy for him.
You win the golden ticket when you're born in America. The last bastion of hope.
Hey, did anybody win the $1.8 billion yesterday?
Nope, still going.
Like the
All
Super
right,
Bowl.
so maybe one of us is gonna win it this week.
Well, the problem with the lotto is you gotta play to win.
Well, you should go get yourself $20 and go play.
But that could be $20 worth of hooch or $20 worth of ammo, and then that way I know I win.
Well, fuck both of those. You don't need hooch. You don't need ammo because you got enough. Go try to.
Well, when you were on the topic of fuck you money, so that I was just talking to my buddy over here about. So my mom always told, because I've known my now wife for freaking what shit 20
Wow.
something years, and it's like she's always told and she was like, oh, are you gonna give me grandkids with her or what? And I've always had an excuse, but her thing was like, it's never like, you're always gonna want more, you're always gonna, there's always gonna be some bullshit. But even after we've had two kids and I broke my ribs and I'm not working or whatever, like, guess what, it figures itself out. And like, shit will figure itself out, man. Like, it's not all about money. Like, I was 20 23 years old making fuck you money, and all they did was jerk it off. I fucking blew it all because I was young and dumb. It's about the way that you handle your shit at the age and the how where you're at in your life.
I would argue that if you're not independently wealthy right now, that wasn't quite fuck you money yet.
Well, I was in my 20s making over $30 an hour being a crane operator at the naval base and with no bills. Like,
$30 an hour is not fucking money at all. That's nothing.
Yeah, but that was fucking back in 2008.
Still nothing back in 2008.
I'll take $30 an hour now.
I wouldn't even get out of bed for $30 an hour.
Then why are you always the one complaining about shit?
Shit's expensive.
Exactly. But it's because of where you live. But if you're
Because the
making that
McDonald's
somewhere-
worker
if you're
wants
making- but if you're
$30
making
an
that
hour.
But if you're making that somewhere where you don't even live and you're getting paid per diem for fucking a state that is very costly, but you live in a state that's not costly, like it's money in the fucking bank. And you're missing the whole objective of what I was talking about. You're just always looking at the freaking monetary part of it.
Everything else the same. If I made $30 an hour right now, I could do most of the stuff I want to do. I could go.
Yeah,
buy
but
a
you're
house.
always gonna find the more
And a
money
new
you
car.
You're
make,
never going to be able to
the more
afford a
that you're
house
gonna-
off of $30 an hour.
Well, that wasn't a
Not
concern.
up here. Not
Yeah,
up here, at least.
That's well.
That wasn't
that's
Let
what
me
I'm saying.
rephrase that. Up here.
I mean, the house that I lived in took 2 generations to pay off. Like, it's freaking.
That's
That's what I'm
sad.
saying. It's like the more you make, yes, the more you. There's always going to be a reason to prolong things. There's always going to be a reason to prolong things. But why prolong them anymore unless they actually bring you actual physical joy?
Because everything's about money in life. You got to make it in order to fucking have fun and have a good life. And it's
And
all
that's
about
what
the
I'm
next
calling bullshit on.
generation.
And that's what I'm calling bullshit on.
That's what it is. It is what it is.
It's not all about money. You can still
It
be
absolutely
happy.
is. 100%. If you don't have money, you're a miserable fuck. You're poor.
Okay,
Sucks.
I understand. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that. But like
We
shit
got
will
Dom
work
in the
itself
chat,
out.
everybody.
Shit will work itself out to the point to where like
What's up, homies?
the
Merry
wanting more and more
Christmas.
money is a fucking excuse to not
Life
fucking
wants to
step
say
up
what's
and
up.
live the rest of your life.
It's about us making as much money as we can so our children can keep going on better.
And how many of your
Dom
kids
from
are
Alaska,
going on
everybody.
better? And how many of your kids are going on better after you fucking killing yourself?
That's what it's about. You're a father. You're
No,
supposed to
that's what
kill
I'm asking
yourself.
you. How many of your kids are going on better with you just sitting there being a miserable ass old man?
All right,
killing
all
yourself?
right, all right. You guys, go hit the water cooler. Get you some punch. Go
Merry Christmas, whoever just came in here, by the way.
smoke the peace pipe.
Dom. Merry
Y'all go to
Christmas,
bed.
Dom.
Don't go to bed mad at each other.
I'm not mad at him at all. Never. Why would I be?
I just don't want any miscommunications.
No, I hope Justin B's not mad at me. I'm not mad at Justin B at all.
I'm not mad either. Lawfully's the only one.
I'm mad at both y'all.
You two now, Kith.
Lawfully's the only one getting worried.
Mwah.
Lawfully Cleopatra.
We're over here talking to each other like grown folk and shit, and then Lawfully wants to get all concerned.
All right.
It is his chat. I get it. We shouldn't be taking it over like that. We should be doing that in the side chat or something.
Oh yeah, well I'm baiting 2 live traps with sardines and tomato sauce for this fat possum trying to get my damn chicken coop.
Are you gonna eat them?
I'm trying to recharge my phone.
Merry Christmas to me.
Make sure y'all don't fight each other on the internet.
Please.
You have to
You're
simmer
an
down now.
electrician.
I'm gonna give you the ceiling
It was
fan.
meant to. It's always gonna be me and Fiend Dog going at it. He's an electrician. We're gonna go at it.
Yeah, I'm an electrician too.
Yeah, and so is my brother, and hence my whole point.
He'll have to show you how to plug in later. I hear somebody working a spitty.
So, Dom, start over. Say hello. You said somebody wanted to say hello.
Dom from Alaska, everybody.
In the show.
I feel a little offended by the Santa
So
with
smooth
the
pimp
pineapple.
who loves the put. Never mind.
I feel a little bit targeted with the Santa with the pineapple.
I thought that was funny until I realized that everyone could see it, but there it is.
That makes it even funnier.
What is that
See
something
what?
is that something that he was doing?
Pineapple head.
It's a Jay and Silent Bob quote.
Yes, it is.
Greetings
See,
from
Lofty,
Arkansas.
you have to stop giving in to everybody's bullshit. Why did you change it? You didn't have to change it to a gingerbread, man.
I'm trying to uncover people's names because some of them. Now we've got 5 people in there. Is right again, but when we had 6, it was covering up Dom's name. TMT fell out. He went to go Kith.
All right, gentlemen. It's 10 o'clock where I live, and I'm an old man. I'm going to bed.
Hey, Pat, Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year.
Don't forget about Jesus.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hey, who?
Jesus.
Jesus Cristo.
Jesus, he loves hubcaps. Oh, wait, you were talking about the other one. Sorry, never mind.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Don't be blue.
Kiss your loved
Tune
ones.
in. Yep. Drink water, move more, eat less, kiss your loved ones.
Did I show up that late? Are we all leaving?
Well, the Eastern Seaboard boys are.
I'm not. I'm still here.
Wait, are you logging off?
Hey, my 4-year-old
Well,
daughter
I
wants
thought
to
you
say
were.
hi.
Hello,
Wait,
4-year-old.
Lofty, are you logging off?
We don't have to.
Oh well, I was
Hey,
gonna say if you're logging off,
Merry Christmas.
I was gonna say, Fino, don't push the out button. There's an after chat. Not feel
Okay.
like an asshole.
Hey, I have the next 5 days off, man. I got nothing better to do.
Fucking union bastard.
No. I'm
I
not getting
volunteered to
paid.
go in and work a half day tomorrow. Make some
I'm not
OT.
getting paid for the 5 days, so it's worth it after working 60 hours a week the last 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got your ass whooped at work the past.
Plus all the schoolhouse you've been doing.
And the school too, yeah. On top of that, sucks. My life sucks. I
If it
got
makes you
5
feel
months
better,
though.
it hasn't been over -5 here in a week.
Say
Alright.
again.
If it makes you feel
That's
any
not
better, it hasn't
negative
been
5.
over -5 here in a week.
Yeah, it's been about 20 degrees every day here for the last week. But it rises up to about 40, 50. So that's a lot better than -5. That sucks.
They're
Yeah,
calling
my
for 80
car's
degrees on
decided to
Christmas
start
Day.
leaking quarter of a pint of oil every time I start it at this temperature. So that's fun.
Man, that sounds bad. You should have voiced that before Pat signed off.
Yeah, I probably should have. That's true.
Would you blow your head gasket?
No, it's not a head gasket for sure. I think it's probably either
Or the rear main
the oil
seal?
filter. I think it's probably either the oil filter or I don't know what.
Rear main seal's a bitch.
Yeah, because you got to pull your tranny in order to change that.
Yeah, no, this is way
Well, at
up in the
least in the
front. It's
older
on the
trucks
front
you had to.
side.
The last time I
Look
pulled
at
a
it.
tranny, I was in Bangkok.
Ooh, you're a spicy motherfucker.
I'm just kidding. I've
To
never
be
been to
fair, they got
Bangkok.
those in
There was
Tijuana
someone
as
in the
well.
chat earlier that might have had a blown out rear main seal.
Yeah, but he lives in Nebraska.
I knew it would be you to catch on.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't. Say, I'm not a rat. I don't say names.
He got a little pissed off when he found out about that tactical chili ring joke.
That's right, boy. You have two sons.
I don't know if any of y'all have caught that or not, but I changed TMT's nickname on his Discord to Tactical Chili Ring, thinking that he'd notice it eventually. It's been going for about a month.
The reason
I
why he
had not
didn't notice
noticed
it is because we didn't get it changed to the way that every time he posts, it says that as his name. Because, I mean, I couldn't fucking figure it out. I could figure it out in other Discords when you do the nickname thing, but on there I couldn't.
Yeah, but when you DM him, when you direct message him, does it not say it for you too? Because I see it that way.
No, mine doesn't show me that.
Mm.
So you might have only done
Maybe
it.
it only did it for me then. Maybe so. Maybe the joke's been on me the whole time.
Yeah, but I know that there is a way that you can nickname somebody for the whole entire server. Because we had a guy that was like a pretty big bullshitter, so we gave him a pretty mean nickname, and then until he finally decided that or not and caught on that bye bye, you know. So there is a way, but I don't know.
Whoa. We
Did
all
you kick
still here?
yourself out, dumbass?
No, my Wi-Fi dropped.
No
My
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi dropped. Yep, I'm back now. Got that 5G surging through my veins, yo.
Yeah, it's only 10:30. It feels a lot later than that, but my 3-year-old woke back up, and now you guys got to hear him on and off in the background.
No, I'm supposed to be fucking wrapping Christmas presents right now.
Oh, look, now I was gonna say that's very targeted. That should probably melatonin his ass.
Bro, it's not even 6:20 here yet.
It is.
For
It
you,
is
Doc?
10:16. It's 10:16 right now.
You're all right.
Oh, it might be 10:16. I'm looking at my oven clock, so
East Coast time is 10:16.
yeah. But I grew up always setting the stove and the microwave and all that shit a little bit ahead of time, so it probably is 10:16.
Bill
If you
has a
go-
big mustache. Bill has a big mustache.
The chair is against the wall.
Something, freedom fighters.
All right, there he goes. I couldn't remember the rest of it.
The Air Force pilot got shot down. The Air Force pilot got shot down.
The big mustache and the chairs against the wall is the only two parts I can remember.
Long mustache.
Whatever.
Long mustache. That's what it was.
Whatever.
Bill
It
has
was
a
all
long
before my
mustache.
time. It was all before my time.
Damn, you're a little young
Wolverines.
buckaroo, huh?
Say again?
You're a little young buckaroo? What the fuck?
I'm 35. I'm not that young.
Hey, you're a baby.
Facts.
That's what they call me. That's what my third wife will call me.
Third wife already. Oh, good for you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I know how to pick them. I go after those milfs.
You're never going to be able to retire anymore.
That's why I was able to retire twice. I go after women with money.
All right. There you
See,
go.
I'm in the correct trade.
I had a boss one
Correct
time
trade.
that told me that he liked college girls because the older he got, they stayed the same age.
The whole saying is from.
All right, all right, all right.
There you go. There's high school girls. The old saying.
Hound dog.
Uh-oh, y'all summoned him.
Shh, he's back.
Dang,
He
start
heard
talking about college
Wolverines.
girls, and here comes TMT.
What you got for us, TMT?
I think he's just here in case he's got to tell me to shut the fuck up.
He's just lurking. Oh, what the fuck?
I just baited my live trap with some sardines, and now I stink.
Well, they make soap and water for that. Or you can go to the old cat lady's house.
And get them kippers. Get those kipper snacks.
Speaking of cats, Thundercats.
What about it?
I was
That was a
expecting.
great
Oh,
There we go.
Lion-O. Oh, yep. There you go. I know what you mean. Thundercats. Oh, that was before your time.
Yep, but I got the whole box set on VHS.
I had all those toys and all that growing up.
Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are loose.
Snarf.
Snarf, snarf.
Feel the roar.
Thundercats
I had
are
all those
loose.
toys. I had all the Voltron toys. I had all the Transformers, the G.I. Joes, all that. It was great. It was a great time in the 80s. All you homos grew up in the 90s.
Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose.
There we go.
I'm not
That
gonna
was
get
good.
that out of my head
That was a
now.
good show. That was a good show. With that
It's all right.
guy, what was it? He was like a mummy. What was his name?
Mumrar. Mumra.
Mumra. Yeah. It's just like all weekend I had the Inspector Gadget song stuck in my head.
go gadget.
There's only like 3 words to that song.
Yeah, and the bad guy from that had that claw. He had that claw, the bad guy in that, in Inspector Gadget. Which is kind of like off of Mothra or whatever his name was. Mumra.
Yeah, Mumra.
Yeah, but do you remember Perry the Platypus?
Yeah. Special Agent P.
I remember Penny off of
Has anyone
Inspector
seen
Gadget.
Perry?
That was his daughter. Anybody
Yeah.
remember that cartoon called The Snorks back in the 80s?
Yep. They played
That was a
jazz
great-
with their
Yeah, that was
noses.
some generic Smurfs.
That was a great cartoon.
Some Hanna-Barbera knockoff.
Yeah. It was good. So which one of you guys are doing a...
Groundbug
you guys are on
says-
Discord. I can hear you guys on Discord in the voice chat. Who's doing that?
Oh, it's my computer alerting me. But Lawfully, did you catch on to when TMT reposted your little heads up video today? My reaction. Do you know what that is?
I'll have to go back and look and see.
It's a Squirtle.
How'd you add a Squirtle to the...
It was my
Discord.
reaction to the video.
Gotcha. Squirtle, squirt.
Oh, but it was Squirtle was squirting.
Oh, yeah. Was it Mayo? Is that why ACR's not here?
Yeah, I'm unbuzzed, but I will stop myself. I was gonna put my nipple out there, but I'll stop myself.
Uh-oh. We
Oh,
lost
look, I
Dom.
scared him away. Perfect.
No, we lost Fiend Dog.
Right
Maybe
as soon
his
as I
internet
had
went
my
out,
nipple
too.
out, and I was like, wait, maybe I should ask permission first.
You got my permission.
Yeah, but now it's not no fun now that I have your permission.
I'll do it with you.
Ready?
Let's see it. But lawfully has to change it to everybody, the nipples on the big screen, not. God damn, that's a big old fucking
Oh, I wear an undershirt
cookie
now.
nipple. That's a cookie nipple.
Yeah, mine has hair, not like lawfully. I don't know what the
He
fuck's
had hair.
going on with his
He's had
natural
hair.
trim. Yeah, like
He had
he's
hair.
unusually trimmed. Like, why is there hair going? And that's how you know I've seen his nipples way too many times.
It's all the high
Like,
spots.
why is the
worn
hair
off.
going up the
It's
middle? And
because
then there's
lawfully
nothing around
is
the
a hipster. Look at him. He's a hipster. He trims his chest hair.
No, but he claims he doesn't. That's why it's like very unnatural.
He's a liar.
I really
You know
really
what? I
don't.
concur. You know what? I concur. I think he's full of shit. There you go.
He trims his chest hair every time he trims that beard of his.
Nope.
He's got that pink razor
Right
in
at
the
the
shower.
neckline.
He's got that pink razor in the shower.
Nah, it's that cheap Bic, man.
They make pink.
Hey, dude, you gotta
You
respect
use it
yourself.
like three or four times. You toss it.
You can't use the cheap pick. That's nasty.
That's how I
respect yourself.
3 or 4 times. That's how I
Well-
know that you're trimming sensitive areas with that razor. Because if you're throwing them away that quick,
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta
You-
use the $45 Gillette like I use that you shave yourself a couple
bro,
times.
that's
and-
the shit that they made us. I've never. I
We make
never
different-
Really shaved
look
my
here.
face. I
We
never
make
really
different
shaved my
money.
face when I joined the
I'm
Navy.
I'm not making that union money. So me and my Bic, we're gonna keep
I know.
doing our thing.
Like that Gillette, like they gave us
Yeah, the
when
Bic
I went to
hurts,
boot
though.
camp, they gave us that Gillette with like the
It hadn't-
fucking 5
it
or
hadn't
6
hurt so far.
blades. They give us that Gillette with the replaceable thing with like 5 or 6 blades on it or whatever, and the little slimy bit on the top. And I bought those for several years. And
Yeah.
it wasn't until after I got out, I was like, fucking son of a bitch. Wait, you know why they're making us buy those? Is because when they go to scrap the ships, you know who has one of the contracts for the metal? Gillette. So of course they're gonna freaking make us buy those, but like they're way
I
over.
imagine it's probably just a government contract thing.
Yeah, but they're way over fucking priced, and that's why I'm freaking like.
They make you buy those with the strip because half the time you get 30 seconds to shave, maybe even dry shave.
Well,
So, like, it's what-
not only that, I never even knew how to fucking shave my face. The damn red rope had to come in and was like, dude, you're cutting the dog shit out of yourself. Come over here, grab your shave kit and come over and shave. And he was like,
Right.
nope, wrong. Come here, and like, I was freaking 18 years old, didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life.
Well, it's because they're supposed to be like Mulan and make a man out of you, like they're supposed to teach you.
Yeah, up until I started getting cussed out for
get
being
down to
for having
business.
stubble in the middle of the afternoon, and I'd have to shave twice a day. But anyway, that's my own trauma dumping, I guess. It's freaking the Navy wasn't fucking kind to me, but it worked out for the better.
send me
I'm
dollars.
gonna stop using regular
when I
razors,
ask
and I'm gonna get.
for sons.
There's a company that does like machined razors that use like regular razor blades, not like the weird triple razor blades and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, the
The
flat razor
replaceable
blades.
ones.
What's it called? Henson
My
shaving.
barbershop has that. Yeah, it's
The
like you
Henson
replace
shaving.
the razor
They're like
blade. in it.
$70 for one of those. Yeah, but the razor blades
Yeah.
are like 10 cents a piece. That's
Yeah,
the way. I'm
yeah,
gonna try
the
that out.
barbershop I go to has that shit.
You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but without a clue, somehow I'll make a man out
Are
of
you talking
you.
shit to your chat lawfully?
Let's move on.
Yeah, but you just called us the saddest bunch you've ever met.
I just, you get the song stuck in your head and you got to get it out.
Yeah, but maybe some of us took that to the heart.
Who's the status bunch?
Let's
I think
get
this is
down
a great
to
bunch of people
business
right here.
and defeat the Hun.
Augustus Gloop. Augustus Gloop.
I think it sucks that we all don't get together more often on these chats anymore.
It's your own fault. Ask for a link when you're in the chat.
No, just no one does a chat that much anymore. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, it's only been
There's
this
always
week.
one somewhere.
It's only been this week, which
It's
is why
also
I just got yelled at. I just
I've
got
been
yelled at.
working 60 hours a week too, so I've been missing them. I've been asleep. I get it.
I was gonna say it's partially your own fault then, but like
It is.
poured my I went out and I was a little bit of a whore. I went out on some other chats, and then everybody wants to get on my ass. Is like, oh yeah, but you're not around. I was like, nobody's doing a fucking chat. So
I'm not gonna lie.
be
I'm
a little
also.
whore, and I'm gonna go dabble in some other ponds.
I've been sick of everybody's doom and gloom too, so
Dang.
haven't been listening to
Justin's
anybody
a
yet.
pond dabbler.
He's puddle jumper. He got one of them seaplanes.
He's like,
He's a
what's up,
puddle
pond?
pirate.
Oh, I need to dabble.
No, I'm not a puddle pirate. Navy, not puddle,
Puddle pirate.
Navy, not puddle pirate.
All right, you're
It's
not a
Coast
Coast
Guard.
Guard. I got you. Sorry. It's just
That'll
fun.
get sand.
It's just fun insulting you like that, though.
You're gonna get sand in his craw. You start calling him a puddle pirate.
Wait, what happened? Was he a puddle pirate?
Hey,
ACR
speaking
was.
of
Yeah, I know
Speaking of
ACR was a
the-
puddle pirate. We were just making fun of that shit earlier this afternoon. So
What you got?
speaking of
Now?
Navy versus Coast Guard, what about the new frigate, huh?
What
I
about
don't know. I didn't. You know what? Honestly, I don't even want to watch the fucking whole address because
No, before the address even, they're taking a Coast Guard cutter, the what is it, the Legend cutter, whatever the
yeah, but look how
National
well that worked
Cutter?
out last
USS
time.
Love Boat?
Yeah, but look how well that worked out last time with the Navy, with the what is this, the LC whatever class, the one that's supposed to be kind of modular
crab
and
ship?
all that shit. It was a fucking flop. It was a motherfucking flop and a waste of money.
Yeah, but now
Hey,
they're taking the
hey,
Coast
the
Guard's
Navy
boat
wins
and they're
wars.
turning it into a Navy ship. So the instead of the other way around, now the Navy's getting Coast Guard leftovers.
I mean, I'm not getting into it, Dom. I'm not getting into it, Dom.
I'm all for the Coast Guard getting more money, keeping our
Trying to
dollars.
start shit.
I'll be
Why
honest.
me?
Here at
I'll be
home.
honest. When I was at MEPS, I saw guys signing up for the Coast Guard and shit. And you know what? If I was older me going back to talk to younger me, I would dead ass tell myself, like, if I could whisper in my own ear, I would say, go Coast Guard. Because you know what? I probably would have did more than one fucking contract.
You guys hydrating?
Yeah, I
Drinking
need to
your water.
hydrate.
Vodka's hydration, right?
Excuse me. I suppose with more steps.
Well, I mean, there's water and seltzer water, right?
There is.
Okay, heard.
And carbs.
Only 2.5 grams. Or 2 grams of carbs.
That's net carbs.
You know what? I didn't eat today, so
There you
joke's
go.
on you.
That's why it's hitting good.
Yeah, it really is. Abraham Lincoln.
Straight to the brain.
I cannot tell a lie.
Oh. We went different ways with that statement.
I don't give a fuck. It was funny to me.
You said Abraham Lincoln, and I thought you were saying that the liquor was going straight to your brain.
Oh, that must be some hipster shit that I don't understand. I was thinking more
Because
along
he was
the
shot
lines
in
of-
the head.
Oh, okay. So on a lighter note, whoever clips my nipple and puts it on Lawfully's it comes up on Lawfully's channel. first.
That would
You
be
win.
hilarious to
You
just like,
you win,
yeah,
and expect to win.
screenshot it and then zoom in and then screenshot it again and then like make a cookie
No,
with just a
no,
bunch
go
of
back and
adjustable
actually
nipples
clip
on it.
the video. Go back and actually clip the video. That way you get credit for every view of my nipple. They win.
Be about the hour and 55-minute mark, somewhere in there.
The PO box drop for me.
My 13-year-old wants me to tell you that he just put hot sauce on gravy because
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
he's the only one in the house that likes hot sauce.
What kind?
Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's where you teach them how to start prepping. Then
I don't
Start
like
prepping your
Cholula,
hot
spicy
sauce,
vinegars.
Cholula hot sauce. My
Start making
wife's
your own
maiden
special
name
Lord.
is Sanchez, so technically he's half Mexican, but yeah.
Lawfully, what was the very first time that I accidentally turned on my camera? What did you tell me?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Dirty Sanchez. I'll
Yeah, I can't
never
say that
fucking
out loud.
forget that.
If I say
I
that
will
out loud,
never forget
bad
that.
things will happen.
Yeah, well, yeah, please don't. But and then I ended up finding out what that was, and I was like, son of a bitch, you're an asshole, Lawfully. I like you. God damn it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, he wasn't wrong though, but god damn.
Well, if we've still got anybody watching, throw a peace sign in the chat.
Put it in the air.
Peace.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up. My eyes are starting to get heavy. Grumberg with the spot. I see what y'all are doing. Got two hands for TMT, who may or may not unmute his mic since he heard his name.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
There you go. I couldn't do it even better myself. To my guests, thank you for being here. May your Christmas be merry and your tinsel shine bright. I hope that the fat man sees you tomorrow night.
I
Batman will
appreciate
be there.
it, brother.
And everyone at home, we bid you good night.